About 3 years ago, I was stuck in a custody battle for my 15-year-old daughter, Zoe. She was having a really difficult time, so much so that she was living in a halfway house and was only able to come home and see us on weekends. This one particular weekend, I had planned for us to go to the Mug and Muffin for breakfast and maybe catch a movie. I picked her up, brought her back to the house. She went upstairs to her room to listen to some music, burn some jasmine incense, and to apply this really cool sun tattoo with a henna ink. I went up and asked her if she wanted to make some kale chips, and she said, sure. Afterwards, we were cleaning up, and she said, I'm tired, Dad. I want to go to bed. And I said, I love you, pumpkins. And she said, I love you too, Dad. I went back to work on my computer and went upstairs a little while later to say goodnight. When I opened her door, all I could hear was Jonathan Frusciante's guitar playing on the stereo. A string of Christmas lights was lit around the perimeter of her room, but she wasn't in her bed. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see she was standing in her closet, and I thought she was going to jump out and scare me, so I said, Zoe, what are you doing? She didn't answer me. She wasn't standing in her closet. I called 911. About 5 days later, over 900 people came to Zoe's wake. 900. Her friend Kelly came up and was crying, and I put my arm around her and said, it's going to be okay, sweetie. Zoe would want you to remember all of the good times you had together, right? Another friend, Sarah, came up and said, I'm so sorry, Mr. Hodgson. Zoe was so nice to me, and she was always smiling. As more and more people came up to me to share stories of Zoe and to tell me how much they were sorry for my loss, I was sorry for their loss because I knew what we were all going to be missing. Her smile, her energy, her ukulele playing, her voice, oh, that voice, and her philosophy to just be. It took me months before I started to feel somewhat normal. I was eating like crap. I wasn't exercising. My Beachbody coaching business was going down the tubes. I just wasn't myself. And it took a long time for it to sink in that Zoe would be so friggin' pissed off with me if she knew that I was letting all of these good memories from her life stop me from living mine. I started to experience Zoe everywhere. Maybe it was the black Converse that I would see. Maybe it was a whiff of jasmine that I would get. Maybe it was a song that we would hear on the radio that she used to sing along to. In Greek, the name Zoe means life. And the greatest lesson she taught me was that we have to raise our frequency to see the beauty in it. And when life knocks you down, you get back up every time.